Porsche versus BMW, two German powerhouses built for the track, built for speed, built for power and performance. But the big question is, can they survive motherhood? Now here's the thing, we're not looking to see which one's better for Tony and I. We're looking to see which one is better for our wife, because they're mothers, they're hardworking, and they deserve a German power car. But the question is, can you fit the baby seat? Can you fit the mess?
Can you go fast?
No.
We
do
going
not
fast.
want our wives to go fast. Which of these two cars would be the perfect buy for our wives while secretly being the perfect buy
For us.
Welcome to another episode of 0 to 60. I'm Lex.
And I'm Tony.
Here we go.
People, let me tell you something. My Honda, don't give me no problem like this. It's like musical latch. They didn't teach me this in the auto mechanic shop in Hialeah. Oh, you have to hit it again. Oh, that's... We're looking at a real engine. Not taking nothing away from Porsche's technology, but under the hood we have a good old reliable dusty 3.0 inline six with a twin turbo, 375 horsepower, just about to break 400 pounds of torque. This thing gets down lovely. And you can never forget, what's that word? Reliability. Yeah. So these bars are for traction and support. Okay, it's your steering towers, all right? And this is gonna, keep your engine nice, held and safe with the whole traction of the vehicle and the turning and stuff like that. So this is like, basically helps you out with the suspension of the vehicle. I just made that up, Google it. I don't know what that does.
Now you heard what the BMW offers, but what he didn't tell you is that we live in Miami. Look up, it's about to rain. And here's the thing about a white car that you won't have with this beautiful slate gray Neo. You can't notice when it's dirty. And guess what? Moms, they ain't got the time to be washing the car every other week. This car, black, dirty, ugly, slate Nate, you ain't never gonna see nothing like that. Now, here's the thing about the Macan. It rides low, you don't need to turn it on. So if you have your keys in your pocket, in your purse, if you're a girl, you won't have to do anything to get the actual car to turn on. This is a beautiful limestone beige. Now, while I will say this color is beautiful and the two-tone makes the interior way more interesting than his car, it does cause a little bit of warning with the baby milk and everything spilling, because this right here is definitely going to get dirty.
The finishes are beautiful on this. I love the double stitching. I love the black wood. The seats are ventilated, so if you need a little AC, seats are ventilated. I like the fact that the Prindle is a knob that's right here, like a little lever, okay? And then you have your sport mode, you have your comfort mode, you have Eco Pro. For the wife, it's comfort. For the hubby, it's always sport, and then sport plus. Another option that they have for these BMWs, which I think it's amazing, you could change the colors, okay, of all of these things right here. I'm not gonna dig into it, but you can change the colors. The colors, vary from a bunch of different things.
Very similar to the BMW, we have lights all over that you could change to any color you want. So if I go to themes, I could change it to blue. I could change it back to pink. I can go teal. I got colors. So in that, BMW doesn't have us. I will tell you what they definitely don't have us on. See, the passenger has a screen. Now in Europe, this screen is already available to have YouTube. So when you have a kid and he's grown up, he can actually sit in the car, watch some YouTube without you needing an iPad. Now trust me, kids nowadays, they use iPads, and that's the big problem. The other thing, the car, beautiful slate Neo, this beautiful logo, very simple. You have a lot more space in the bottom. You have a compartment down here. Right now it has a charger. You do have the middle, as you can tell, mama duties. Bam, you can fit him in there, hair, makeup, wipes, all done. Here's the only thing this car lacks in my opinion.
Another sweet option is this right here. Turn up the music. So it's literally just like that. The drive options, the paddle shifters that it comes with, throughout the settings, the wheel gets harder and looser depending on the settings that you're in. And one of my favorite things that they did with the interior of this car is the moonroof. I love the panoramic moonroof. If it gets too hot, you could close it, you could open it. It's up to you. You have full sunroof. It's a great option. The car it does 25 mpg combined. I believe 22 city, 28 highway. For me, this is one of the best cars you could get for the price.
The fact that it's electric does cause it for you to be looking for places to charge. Now, you might say, but you can charge it at home. Well, the thing is, yes, you can, but you have to have FPL come out and set something up. But if you live in a condo, which in this area in Miami, there's a lot of condos, you will have to ask special permission for that. Another touch that I do love, because we are in 0 to 60, is it does have a Porsche design watch. That's a beautiful, beautiful touch. Let's head to the back. Now, here's the thing about the back. So, as you can tell, I have pretty good space here. The only thing is I'm riding low. So because I am riding low and you do put the baby seat, as you can see, the baby actually doesn't have a lot of space for the back because the baby seat is gonna sit higher than I am and will lose all the space. Also, if you have kids as they're grown up and they try to go from side to side, notice how I have to slide. I have to do the MJ.
So one thing I have to say is that the black leather interior really helps out if you have a kid, which in this case we do. It cleans up very easily, it's good quality, holds up very nice. The baby feels safe in here. You know, there's a lot of leg room for the baby if you need to move up the seat. The seat is really pushed far back comfortably. Everything lights up on the inside. You get the M logo right here because this is the M package. Although it's not an X5M, it has the M package, so it goes room.
Overall, it feels a little tight here in comparison. The headroom is not much. You do feel, because you do have the seat here, I don't actually get to see anything unless I'm doing this because the head is pretty tight. I want to get the small detail here because I think this is really interesting how the chair rides so close to the roof. Now, that is because these seats are racing seats and they're made for the turbo. Now, I want to show you something really cool. The seats have a lighted Porsche sign that you can see all the way from the front of the car. Now, let's go to the back. While you don't have exhaust, you do have this beautiful grille and you have this very impressive, very recognizable full light in the back, which you can beat. Now, the real test is
the ultimate mommy test. Convenience. You have 39 cubic feet here. If you want to store something here, you can fold the seats down and get, you know, double the size. This is added for privacy, you know, and once you're done, you go ahead and close here. But what we're going to do is we're going to see how the stroller fits here. Excuse you, I am not done with you. Thank you. Here we have a fairly large stroller, and let's see how it holds up against the BMW trunk.
You dropped some.
Listen, it's been a long time. That's more than enough space to add the cooler, the beach towels, okay, the beach bag, and get your family to the beach. Or if you go shopping, you have plenty of room to add anything you want in there. And the electronic convenience is second to none. Now let's talk Porsche.
Now this has 480 liters of trunk space. You were thinking maybe you could do here, but that's where the battery and the sound system sits, so you actually can't use that. But it does have some nets on the side, and it does have this amazing button here that allows you to lower the suspension so that you can put the truck in. The BMW doesn't have that. Now what BMW does have is that this is retractable. This gets in the way. So if I wanted to take this out of here, I would have to put it out and I could slide it out and then I could put it through here some way, somehow. My point being, this is a lot of work for a mom. A lot of work. It's a lot of work for me. It's a lot of work for a mom. So this is one thing I do not like about this car for the what? Imagine having to do this every time you needed to fit groceries on top of something. Now the big test. Hey baby.
Honey, you wanna go ahead and put this away for me?
We're gonna put that away. All right, now this stroller is like magic because this pulls like crazy. Now it weighs like 1,000 pounds. I don't know why they would do this, weighing so much as if the mom ain't had to carry everything else. Now, as you can tell, it's tight, but bring me the yoga mat. Damn, whose yoga mat is this? This is a dead body. There you have it. Sit in, you hit it, and that is the turbo. Now the big question for you, sir, is safety. Now the Macan has been rated the safest car SUV in the entire worldwide, or at least that's what they told me before I went to Porsche. But we're gonna fact check that and we're gonna check safety. Now come to the front. Here's the thing that I will say that they should erase. There's no reason for electric. Because if you don't have this, I can get away with maybe my engine is just quiet. Now it's electric. Oh, wait a second. Ha! Lapis, blue dial, Chinese lettering, date.
It's on your wrist.
Seiko 90, 20, 50, 100.
Because even though we're talking about cars, watches are really important. And let me tell you what you don't have, sir. Your BMW does not have a Porsche design chrono, not chrono, but a watch, a stopwatch, or a watch overall. Yours ain't got it, mine does. The real test is speed. Which of the two cars would you want to go to look super duper fly, carpool day, dropping off kids at the school?
I'm going with a BMW.
I want to know what you think. Which of the two would you take as a dad and as a Porsche lover to school? I want to hear from you. Write in the comments, subscribe. Thank you for watching another episode of 0 to 60. I'm Lex.
And I'm Tony.
And this is Motherhood 101. No, it's not. We don't know how to be mothers. What are we talking about?
We're missed one thing. We need a rev off. I need to hear these things.
He's just saying that because his has an engine. But what he doesn't know is that my 600 horsepower will leave his BMW in the dust. Show off. Oh yeah? Come listen to mine.
There's no way.
And on that note, I'm out.